Welcome everybody. It's time to go wild. Welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio show on Halton Community Radio 92.3 FM and live across the world on hcr923fm.com/listen, tune in and smart speakers. If you want to contact the show, you can do so. Facebook or twitter.com/TTGW radio. We have email radio@widneswild.co.uk and the telephone 01928 835 291, or you can text 60066. Start your message with HCR and your text to charge at your standard network rate. It's that time of the week again. Let's do it. Everything ice hockey. It's time to go wild. A very warm welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio show for another week. We are here, of course, on Halton Community Radio 92.3 FM, with, of course, the podcasts carried on YouTube and ttgwradio.podbean.com. Well, after a interesting weekend last week with the weather, we actually had some action this week with our very own YKK Widnes Wild women in action against... against the Grimsby Wolves. Oh dear, I'm all in a bit of a flap this evening because just am. So I hope you're all going to be sticking around for the next hour because we've got plenty to cover, lots of news. We've got the Player of the Month from the EIHA, plus some of the announcements regarding cancelled fixtures. But first, I think we may as well get on with the scores. Time for a recap and rewind for the scores across the leagues that we follow week after week. Going back to Friday the 7th of Feb, Coventry Blaze 3, Guildford Flames 2. Saturday 8th of Feb, Glasgow Clan 3, Manchester Storm 2. Fife Flyers 4, Dundee Stars 1. Sunday 9th of Feb, Dundee Stars 4, Guildford Flames 3. Manchester Storm 4, Fife Flyers 3 after a shootout. Wednesday 12th of Feb, Manchester Storm 4, Nottingham Panthers 3 after a shootout. Friday 14th of Feb, Nottingham Panthers 3, Fife Flyers 2. Saturday 15th of Feb, Sheffield Steelers 2, Dundee Stars 5. Glasgow Clan 2, Guildford Flames 4. Cardiff Devils 4, Coventry Blaze 3 after a shootout. Belfast Giants 3, Manchester Storm 2. On Sunday, Nottingham Panthers 4, Belfast Giants 0. Coventry Blaze 5, Glasgow Clan 3. Fife Flyers 3, Sheffield Steelers 1. Guildford Flames 6, Cardiff Devils 3. EIHA Under-18s North 2 action from Saturday 8th of Feb. Manchester 8, Deeside 2. Saturday 15th of Feb. Nottingham 11, Widnes 4. Manchester 3, Sheffield 4. EIHA Under-13s North 3 action from Saturday 15th of Feb. Billingham 9, Widnes 2. EIHA Under-11s North 3 action from Saturday the 8th of Feb. Bradford 10, Widnes 2. Billingham 5, Whitley Bay 4. From Saturday, Kingston 0, Bradford 1. And on Sunday, Warded, Kingston 5, Widnes 0. EIHA Women's Division 1 North action from Saturday 15th of February. Solway Sharks Ladies 4, Telford Wrekin Raiders 6. And on Sunday 16th of Feb, Widnes Wild Women 12, Grimsby Wolves 2. Moving to NIHL National League action from Saturday the 8th of February. Hull Pirates 4, Milton Keynes Lightning 3 after overtime. Swindon Wildcats 5, Raiders 4 after overtime. Leeds Chiefs 3, Telford Tigers 2. Peterborough Phantoms 5, Bracknell Bees 4. Sunday 9th of Feb, Sheffield Steel Dogs 4, Hull Pirates 3. Raiders 6, Basingstoke Bison 4. Bracknell Bees 3, Swindon Wildcats 2. Telford Tigers 1, Milton Keynes Lightning 4. Friday 14th of Feb, Leeds Chiefs 4, Hull Pirates 3 after overtime. Saturday 15th of Feb, Raiders 3, Sheffield Steel Dogs 5. Bracknell Bees 5, Telford Tigers 3. Basingstoke Bison 3, Swindon Wildcats 5. Milton Keynes Lightning 4, Leeds Chiefs 3. And on Sunday, Hull Pirates 4, Sheffield Steel Dogs 9. Peterborough Phantoms 6, Raiders 1. Leeds Chiefs 1, Milton Keynes Lightning 4. Telford Tigers 2, Bracknell Bees 3 after overtime. Swindon Wildcats 8, Basingstoke Bison 7 after overtime. NIHL Division 1 North Morley action from Saturday the 8th of Feb. Solihull Barons 4, Whitley Warriors 7. Sutton Sting 2, Solway Sharks 3 after overtime. On Sunday the 9th of Feb, Whitley Warriors against the Blackburn Hawks D1, match postponed. Billingham Stars v Solihull Barons, match postponed. Nottingham Lions v Solway Sharks, match was postponed, but the league awarded it 5-0 to the Solway Sharks. On Sunday the 16th of February, Whitley Warriors 6, Billingham Stars 3. NIHL Division 2 North action. From Saturday the 8th of February, Blackburn Hawks D2 2, Altrincham Aces 6. On Sunday the 9th of February, Sheffield Senators 3, Blackburn Hawks D2 2. Dragons 4, Altrincham Aces 10. Widnes Wild against the Telford Tigers D2, match postponed. 15th of February now, Hull Jets 2, Sheffield Senators 1. Telford Tigers D2 4, Dragons 8. And on Sunday the 16th of February, Altrincham Aces 3, Hull Jets 6. Come back next week for more. We've got plenty to come on the Time to Go Wild radio show. And on Sunday, after the Widnes Wild women game, I managed to catch up with a couple of the Wild players for their thoughts on the action.
Well, it was ladies' night at Planet Ice Widnes, and I managed to catch up with one of our scorers of the night, Kat Garner. Kat, on the score sheet at last.
Oh, it's only taken a season and 3/4, but I'm there at last, thank God.
Well, a bit of a shock start to the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just think that everyone was feeling a little bit, maybe a little bit complacent, but it shook us up quick enough and got everyone on the right ball with the foot, so off we went and absolutely smashed Grimsby.
Yeah, a bit of a shock, sort of first face off straight through goal. It was like, oh, hang on a minute, we've got a bit of a game on here, and then the table started to turn a little bit.
Absolutely, Lean just went on an absolute scoring spree. Pearson racking up a few penalty minutes there and a couple of goals from different people. It was nice spread of goals tonight, I think.
I mean, in terms of the performance this year from the squad, I mean, it's been at a level where everybody's managing to really put 100% in and get 100% out.
Absolutely. Last season was hard. There was a lot of new players. I was one of them. You know, we were just on back-to-back losses, and you know that's really demoralising for a team. But I think this year, being able to kind of fairly compete with other teams, that's really brought us a long way, especially for us new players.
I mean, it's, you know, I tip my hat to all of you. You know, it's first season last year, baptism of fire. Second season this year, still giving your all and improving game on game.
Absolutely, we've got a big plan. We're hoping to win the league. We're going to make it to playoffs, and hopefully we're going to get ourselves back up there to where we were last season. Fingers crossed.
So I've also managed to collar, if you can say that. Not actually been allowed to escape from the sin bin. Emma Pearson. Emma, It was a bit of an unlucky couple of bounces for you there and in the bin.
Yeah, it wasn't quite what I was expecting. I've not done that for a while. I've not sat at 2 plus 10 for quite some time, but it is what it is. You've got to take what the ref...
It's one of those things, you play to the whistle and sometimes it doesn't quite go in your favour.
Yeah, he let me play to the whistle the first time, got a goal from it. Second time, he was having none of it. I don't think that their bench was very happy, so that probably didn't help.
So, it was a busy game for everybody. Had plenty of shifts across the whole team, and as we're getting into the back part of the season, how are your thoughts on how the season's gone up to now?
Yeah, we've been doing really well. Got sort of back-to-back wins. We've got 2 really hard games coming up. Probably the 2 biggest games of the season. So we wanted a big win tonight to give us the confidence going into the next 2 games.
We got it's the last games against Telford here as part of the home part of the season. It goes anyway, and there's still a couple of games to go. How do you feel that things have gone for yourself as well as from the team perspective?
This season's been really good. Obviously we've all worked really hard. I think this is the crucial point now where we really need to pull it out of the bag. Telford are a great team. They've not lost a game yet this season. They went up to Solway this weekend and they beat Solway away. That's something that as a team we've really got to think about what we're going to do to beat them and how we're going to put our strongest players out there. That's a massive game for us. We need to win that if we want to win the league, definitely.
Tonight we had joint goaltending, almost a 50-50 split between ever-reliable Steph and our rookie in Charlotte. And Charlotte tonight put up some superb saves, I should say.
Yeah, she's coming on leaps and bounds this season, really getting her confidence up. She's new to ice hockey, but experienced at ball and roller. So she's got a lot of experience in the net. It's just getting used to playing on the ice. But with 2 goals you can rely on, it really helps give us a boost.
It's just some of the pressure that she faced at times. Charlotte really kept her head. Such a young goaltender. It's key for helping backstop a team.
Absolutely. I know that Phil Pearson puts in a lot of work with both of the tendons each week, and it's really showing off the pair of them. Steph from last season, she had a rough season, facing that many shots and that many goals, and she's absolutely bounced back this season. And Charlotte, like Emma said, new to the sport, just absolutely giving her all, and just listens and picks up on things so quickly, and just tries her best every week. And as a team, that's what we say each week in, week out at training. Just turn up and try your best, and it's paying off for us at the moment. It really is.
I suppose as a little sort of closing message to everybody to get them to come down for that last game of the season here as part of the home section anyway of the league. What would you just say?
We really appreciate the support. It gives us that big boost going into that game. It helped tonight. We've come out and absolutely put on a performance. So if anyone can come and support us in the next game, that would really, really help.
Your final thoughts, Kat?
Yeah, just like Emma says, we get a lot of support from volunteers to help out at the match nights. People running penalty boxes in the game sheets. And tonight, just having not a full crowd, but more than we've ever had actually before. That being on the ice and hearing those people shouting and banging the drums, it's really, really appreciative.
Well, thanks for joining me, and have a good rest of the week. We'll catch up with you very soon. More than being well after the Telford game.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. It was a lively affair, actually, last night. Started off a little quiet, and the Widnes Wild women caught on the back foot. 7 seconds. Opening face-off, straight through, bang goal. Poor Steph. I joked afterwards with her, but she took it well. It was not meant as anything nasty, Steph. You do know that. It does smart. First shot straight in. It's like, oh no, what's going on? Grimsby didn't stop all night. They kept going, kept digging in. But after the 7 seconds, it was okay. Let's breathe. Let's start again. And 6 minutes into the game, the goal scoring started, and it was our very own Kat Garner with the first goal, just speaking to, from Sav Sumner. But then the goals really started to pile on. We had goals right in the last 2 minutes, one at 19 minutes, one at 19:58, 2 seconds remaining in the period. And they really did pile on the statistics. Just looking down the game sheet from last night, your statistics from last night for the Widnes Wild women. Linda Decker, 5 goals, 1 assist. Shannon Holt, 1 assist. Daisy Lloyd Hazelgreaves, 1 assist. Katie Fairclough, an assist. Emma Pearson, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 14 penalty minutes. Vicky Venables, 1 assist, 2 penalty minutes. Sav Sumner, 3 goals and an assist. Catherine Bowen Fell, 1 goal, 1 assist. Where are we? Kat Garner, 1 goal, 1 assist, and Danielle Skilander, 1 assist. So, the goal scoring was spread out across, a fair few of the players there. For Grimsby, it was, where are we on the sheet? Keisha Brooke-Robinson, 2 goals, with Carney Turrell, 1 assist. The penalties, yeah, we're going to have an interesting one when it comes to the good, the bad and the ugly in a little while. It won't be tonight, it'll be in a future edition of the show, I suspect. But there was a body check for Vicky for the Wild, and then a 2+10 from sportsmanlike conduct on Emma at the same time as for the Grimsby Wolves' Bryony Watson, who managed to get herself a double match penalty, one for a check to the head and another one on the game sheet comes down as obscene gestures. I think passions got a little bit high at that point in the game and sort of boiled over a little bit for Bryony. And then Emma was back in the box in sort of 55 minutes, 57 seconds, the last 5 minutes for a tripping call. And Grimsby actually managed to capitalise on that very quickly with their second goal for a power play goal. But the final score, and they had to be very quick on the clock to get the last goal in. Sav Sumner managed to pop a quick goal in 10 seconds to go, 59 minutes, 50 seconds to make it a final score of 12 goals to 2. It was great to see so many people at the game last night, and the next game we'll be recapping this in the fixtures coming up a little later on in the show. But their next game is on Sunday, the 1st of March. It's opposite the YKK Widnes Wild men being in Hull. So if you're at a loose end, or if you'd normally come down on a Sunday to watch the YKK Widnes Wild, why not come down on Sunday the 1st of March and watch the Widnes Wild women in their last league home game of the season against the Telford Wrekin Raiders, 5:30 face-off. And it's a very, very, very important game, actually, because in the league structure of things, when I find it, the league is actually very tight in the Women's Division 1 North, because there are 3 teams fighting it out pretty nip and tuck for the title. And looking at the table now, it's Telford 5 games and 10 points, 5 wins out of 5. The Widnes Wild women in second, 7 games, 6 wins, 1 loss and 12 points. With the Solway Sharks ladies at the top of the table at the moment on 8 games, 6 wins, 2 losses and 12 points. So it's a big, big game against the Telford Wrekin Raiders to help try and secure that push for the top spot with the last few games of the season coming in. So at the moment, Telford unbeaten on 10 points. It's effectively a double-point game. So, if you'd normally come and watch the YKK Widnes Wild, come down, watch the Widnes Wild women, bring your noise, bring your support, and they will absolutely treasure you forever. They will love it. They'll embrace it. It will. Let's make it a night to remember for the girls on that night, because they really have. They've worked hard. They had a tough year last year. They got relegated, took it on the chin, and they've come back absolutely fighting this year and really worked hard, really played their best. And hopefully we'll get a few more thoughts a little bit later on in the show. In the meantime, time for my little vocal course to take a little break. A little bit of music coming up now. A little something different now. Something from Boss. Sorry, I was going to say Boston. It's not. It's from Magnum. And In the Beginning. And following on from our big build-up on the ladies' ice hockey at the weekend, all being well, on the phone we have, from our very own Widnes Wild women, Shannon Holt. You there,
Hi,
Shannon?
Colin.
Oh,
yes,
good,
I am.
here.
Hello.
So, yes, so no longer is it just a view from the sin bin or a view from the dressing room for you. You're really, really getting entrenched with the team, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I'm really trying to get stuck in, help the girls out as much as I can, but also get my name on that score sheet whenever I can as well.
Yeah, well, again, an assist this week, and it's building for everybody. Everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves last night.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the crowd was amazing last night. It's the biggest that we've had. And as well, definitely the team were really feeling the support, particularly, from drums to the crowd shouting for us. So it was really nice boost for us girls, but as well to get the win, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you say it every time, the support base is the extra player, and particularly after that little slip in the very first 7 seconds.
I know.
It was a case of, hang on a minute, we got caught on the hop here, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, credit to Steph though. She took it as a right. Let's get our game on, and she did really well. For the half that she played, and then particularly Charlotte for the second half as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you actually look at the shots on goal, I've got the game sheet in front of me. It was 8 shots and 6 shots on Steph in the 8 in the first, 6 in the second, and on the third period, in the second period, Charlotte had 5 shots, and then 10 shots in the third period on Charlotte. But you guys went out and absolutely peppered Courtney Smith. It was 22 shots in the first, 25 in the second, and 22 in the third. How do you feel about that?
Wow, I mean, like I said, the girls were really, going for that win last night. We were all, trying to work as a team, but as well, build on what we've been working on in training so that we can get to that win. And as well, we can all, like I said, get on that score sheet.
Yeah, it was, actually, I spoke with Lean after the game, and she said she was actually trying to get a number of assists up. She wasn't trying to get goals, she was trying to get assists.
Yeah. Oh, no, bless her. She did so well last night, and definitely a deserver of the MVP award. She played absolutely amazing and absolutely flawless for the whole way throughout.
I mean, everyone put in a top quality shift, and I have to tip my hat actually to a 2-on-0 breakaway that Charlotte faced in the second period. Was it third period? It was. Yeah, third period. Next thing, there's 2 of the Grimsby players bailing down, and it was either shoot or pass across the goal and shoot. And Charlotte just stood her ground. Everyone's like, we've got to get back. I mean, it must have been a bit hairy for wherever you were stood or skating.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Kat said in her interview, Charlotte's come on leaps and bounds recently, and especially with all, like Kat said, with the hard work that Phil's been putting in, and really supporting her. She's been doing absolutely amazing, and you can definitely see that where all that training's gone to, especially in last night's game. Yeah,
you could just see how much everybody wanted the win, and you could tell in a way. I mean, Grimsby, given the due, they were only short benched, and they kept going all night.
Yeah. No, I mean, credit to the girls. They did really well. Couple of nice little players between them, but overall it was a fantastic game to watch as well as participating.
Yeah, I mean, I think to be honest, Keisha Robinson was a very key player for them. You could see that she's got a really good hands, good skating, and again. In a similar way to mirroring the way the Widnes Wild women are, you can definitely see a broad spectrum of experience and abilities, but no one gave up.
No, we didn't give up at all. We weren't only just fighting for that win and for that score difference. We were fighting for our playoff place, which hopefully is going to be on the cards, but obviously nothing can be told yet. But we are really working for it and really trying our hardest.
Yeah, I mean that the big game, of course, is the one against Telford on the 1st of March, isn't it?
Yeah, very large game.
It is, and the number of people who come down. I said it a bit earlier. If you're available, come down and give the team your support that you'd normally give to the men's, because
yeah, definitely. I mean, we can't do it without the supporters, and especially all those in the crowd who keep shouting for us and keep wanting us to drive further and get them goals in.
Yeah, I mean it's and unfortunately the season for you guys it does have a bit more of an extension because of when the latter part of the fixtures finish, but where things finish for you, It's I'm just calling it up now. It's not actually until the 18th of April, according to my list, in Nottingham. But it's only 3 more games. One at Solway and one at Nottingham after the Telford game. But it's just keeping that momentum going, isn't it? It's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard. It was always going to be hard. We knew we was up against some pretty amazing players and some absolutely lovely girls. But as a team, and I think, again, what with Danny and Phil's been working with us in trading, I do believe that we have the potential to go as far as we can. And, you're right, the other teams are pretty amazing. But saying that, us wild women, we are doing so well at the moment, and we have come so far as a team. So it definitely shows how far we can be and will be.
Now everyone was asking me, and I haven't actually checked the video to see if it is there, but apparently somebody had a little bit of a whoops on the bench at one point, didn't they?
Yes, just a little bit. Some people noticed it in the crowd after talking to a few people. Some people didn't. However, it was quite funny.
Oh, poor. We're not saying anything too much to embarrass young Danny Fay.
No.
Bless him. But yeah, I mean, it was. When I was watching everyone at warm, I was thinking, oh yeah, I was counting the number of people on for Grimsby, and then I looked across and went, hang on a minute, how big a bench have we got? And then I saw everyone on the bench, thinking, how many? And then I counted up, it was a 21 person roster. I'm like, yeah, that was a full bench. That must have been a bit cramped at times.
It was a little bit. I mean, we played 4-line hockey. So, we played some brilliant lines and, again, working all together and definitely rotating some people in and, taking people out just for certain parts definitely made that game for us and made us get to that scoreline a little bit further.
I mean, that must make a major difference in the way you think. Sometimes you've got to play short bench with maybe 2 lines, 2 and a bit lines, and other games you're playing, as you just said, 4-line hockey. And keeping yourself in the game when it's, sometimes it can be, you're no sooner on than off. And then other times where you've got breaks in your play, keeping yourself psyched must be very tricky.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice as well to step back from the ice and definitely stand on that bench and have a look at what's going on and see how the other girls are playing the game because, again, taking it line by line, each line works differently. So using that and watching how they're using the ice and how they're using things what we've learned in training absolutely gets us to that scoreline like we did.
Yeah, I mean, it is a big win. And it's also good for everybody to get the experience and to just get out there. I mean, those people who didn't actually get any points, I can say that there wasn't anybody who didn't put a good shift in. There was a lot, watching from where I stand and film the game, everybody was really giving it their all. And you couldn't say, for both teams, in fact, that nobody gave up. And that was the key takeaway from me. And it was a really enjoyable game to watch. And you could tell in a way everyone had tried so hard because in the last few minutes there were a lot of tired legs out there.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, everybody put in a good shift, everybody put in their all, again, on both sides. And like I said, credit to Grimsby for coming all that way and giving it their all.
Well, it's you're probably still sort of reeling a bit from the aftermath of the weekend, so I'm gonna let you go and
okay, no worries.
Catch your breath and still finish unwinding and recharging, and just give us a final little advert for the last home game on the 1st.
Yeah, so last ladies' home game is on the 1st of March. It's at Planet Ice Widnes at 5:30. Come down and support the girls. We're against Telford Wrecking Raiders, and it should be a brilliant game, so I'll get down.
Well, thanks for that, and best of luck to everyone, and I'll be well. If I don't see you all at a Wild game, I'll be seeing you all at the next Wild Women's game, so thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, a few news-related items. First up, we will just confirm with everybody about the National Cup final between the Peterborough Phantoms and the Telford Tigers. Those games will be taking place. First game is in Peterborough on the Friday the 6th of March. The face-off for that will be at 7:30 p.m. So first leg, Friday the 6th of March in Peterborough, 7:30 p.m. And the return leg will be in Telford on Wednesday the 11th of March with a 7:45 p.m. face-off. So first leg, Peterborough, Friday 6th of March, 7:30, and then the return in Telford, Wednesday the 11th of March at 7:45 p.m. Of course, the big news last weekend was the cancellation or postponement of several games from within the EIHA leagues, and some of the news is out at the moment. From the EIHA website, they've announced that if fixtures could not be or cannot be rescheduled by the 1st of March, then the matter will revert to the league management group. But we do know one game, the Widnes Wild against Telford Tigers, has already been rescheduled for Saturday the 7th of March, so that is rescheduled and in the calendar for Saturday the 7th of March. The other outstanding games currently, I haven't seen any more news elsewhere, are from the North 1 League, which is Billingham Stars v Solihull Barons and Whitley Warriors v Blackburn Hawks 1. Those games still to be rescheduled. Oxford City Stars v Raiders and Chelmsford Chieftains v Slough Jets from South 1. And then you've got Streatham v Bracknell Wasps from South 2 still waiting to be rescheduled. However, the game NIHL North 1 game between the Nottingham Lions and Solway Sharks was awarded 5-0 to Solway with no sanctions against the defaulting side. The decision can be appealed. So at the moment that game has been awarded 5-0 to the Solway Sharks. Other news. Player of the Month's been announced. So our Players of the Month from the NIHL. And big congratulations to all of these players. From the National League, it is Jason Hewitt of the Hull Pirates. From the North 1 Morley League, it's Harry Harley from the Whitley Warriors. From South 1 Britain League, it's Robert Quinney of Streatham. From South 2 is a chap by the name of Petr Cech from the Guildford Phoenix. Does that name ring a bell with anyone? Petr Cech? I wonder. Congratulations. And I've saved him till last. Guy with probably one of the best beards in British hockey, I'd say. From North 2 Laidler and from the YKK Widnes Wild, our very own Sean Dipnell. So yes, congratulations to all of those guys for your award of the January NIHL Player of the Month. We also have announced the winners of the Women's NIHL Player of the Month for January. And in running down the order, from the Elite League, it is Saffron Allen from the Solihull Vixens. From the Premier League, it's Mackenzie Wilding from the Cardiff Comets. From Division 1, I'm going to get done for this one. I apologise, Lucy. It's Lucy Forstvent, I think it is. Lucy Farrisvent? I apologise, Lucy, from the Coventry Phoenix. Melissa Vale from the Under-16s North from the Kingston Diamonds, and from Under-16 South it's Ellie Wallace from the Swindon Top Cats. So I apologise, my teeth aren't in quite right for those pronunciations, but massive congratulations to everybody there from within the Women's National Ice Hockey League on their Player of the Month awards. Okay, time for a roundup of your usual what's on and social media. Of course, if you want to check out everything to do with the YKK Widnes Wild, you can check out the website widneswild.co.uk. You can check us out on Facebook or twitter.com/Widnes Wild. If you put TTGW Radio, that'll get you the radio station. The radio's email is radio@widneswild.co.uk, and if you want to contact the show, of course, throughout the week you can drop text to 07849767755. Make sure you let me know who you are. And during the show you can also use 60066 starting your message with HCR, and it'll come up on the computer screen. Our YouTube page is youtube.com/Widnes Wild Ice Hockey Club, and our Instagram page is instagram.com/Widnes Wild Official. And this podcast is also carried on our Podbean account, ttgwradio.podbean.com, so you can download and listen at your leisure. Of course, if you go through our main website, you can also check out your fan information, roster, and other items to do with the club, including the own and loan. There are still a few available, I think. Check it out. There's a contact page as well. So if you're interested in any of the own and loan options, they are going quick. There might still be a couple available. Check them out. They're £80 for a game shirt at home or away, and £60 for one of the blue warm-up shirts. So, get your requests in soon. We also have to say a massive thank you, as ever, to our very valuable sponsors. Our headline sponsor of YKK, the penalty box sponsor of the Sepsis Trust, Sprakes & Son of Widnes, DMH Tyres, CL Woodworking, Blast and Paint Stripping, Bespoke Conversions of Widnes, and our charity Stick and Step. And coming up in your fixtures for the next few weeks, it's a busy one. Get your pens and paper ready, here we go. Starting on Saturday 22nd of February, the D-side under-15s host our Widnes under-15s, face off at 6:30. Also on the 22nd, Bradford Bulldogs host our very own YKK Widnes Wild in a league fixture. Important one for that, face off at 5:15. Also on the Sunday the 23rd, our under-9s are in action in Bradford in cross-ice tournament action, face-off at 5 p.m. Also on Sunday the 23rd, it's a rematch. They were there on the Saturday, but Bradford are in Widnes Wild. They're in league action against the Bradford Bulldogs in the second leg of the double weekend, face-off at 5:30. The next weekend, Saturday 29th of February, Widnes under-11s host the Bradford under-11s, face-off at 6:15, and the Blackburn Hawks D2 host your YKK Widnes Wild up in Blackburn, face-off at 5:45. On Sunday the 1st of March, your YKK Widnes Wild are on the road in Hull, playing the Hull Jets, another big game for the Wild, face-off at 5:45. If you can't make that one, get yourselves down to Planet Ice Widnes, because your YKK Widnes Wild women are in action. It's their last home game of the season. That's Sunday the 1st of March against the Telford Wrekin Raiders, face-off at 5:30 p.m. That'll be a big game because the YKK Widnes Wild women are pushing for that league title so they can go on to the playoffs. So Sunday 1st of March, the Widnes Wild women in their last home game of the season against the Telford Wrekin Raiders, face-off 5:30. Moving to the next weekend, Saturday 7th of March, the Wild under-9s are in cross-ice action in D-side, face-off at 4:45. And then, busy weekend again for the YKK Widnes Wild, because that is the rescheduled game at home against the Telford Tigers D2, face-off 5:30. So that's a Saturday fixture. Saturday 7th of March, YKK Widnes Wild host the Telford Tigers D2, face-off 5:30. And then on Sunday the 8th of March, double header weekend, YKK Widnes Wild league action against the top of the table big boys this year. It's the Hull Jets, our first meeting in Planet Ice Widnes. So Sunday the 8th of March, YKK Widnes Wild host the Hull Jets, face off 5:30 p.m. On Saturday the 14th of March, Kingston under-11s host the Widnes under-11s, face-off at 12:45. On Saturday the 14th of March as well, the Solway Sharks ladies host our YKK Widnes Wild women, face-off at 4 p.m. And final one for the 14th of March, the Widnes under-15s are at home against D-side under-15s, face-off at 7:45 p.m. And our final one for this little batch of fixtures, Sunday the 15th of March, the Dragons host your YKK Widnes Wild. So I'll verify the time of that one very shortly, but keep an eye on Fixtures Live and we'll do verify those as we get them. But I think that should be a 5:45 face-off, I suspect, for that. So that's the D-side Dragons, Sunday the 15th of March, hosting your YKK Widnes Wild. So plenty of fixtures coming up over the coming week. And of course, We still have a few more bits and bobs to come, because if you're interested in going to Bradford this weekend, then don't forget the coach is leaving at 1 p.m. from Planet Ice Widnes. Check out the Widnes Wild ones, the Widnes Wild fan pages through Facebook and Twitter to book your seats and sort out your reservations. So the coach for Bradford on Saturday is leaving at the Planet Ice Widnes at 1 p.m. Also, we have another congratulations to the Solihull Barons, who beat the Blackburn Hawks D1 team. That was Solihull Barons 11, Blackburn Hawks 1-0. That's Blackburn Hawks D1 team 0 in the Midland Cup final. So the Solihull Barons took the Midland Cup. Oh, here we go. Well, that can only mean it's time to find out who's been on the naughty step. And the league have been busy, to say the least. Very, very busy. So, we didn't have the show last week, so we'll start with the previous set. First up, Bobby Chamberlain of Hull Pirates picked up a 5+ game for a roughing penalty in a National League Cup semi-final. It took him past the 10 penalty points threshold and was suspended for 2 games, which was served on the 2nd and 8th of February. Chelmsford Chieftains Grant Bartlett got a match penalty for obscene gestures in a South 1 game at Raiders on the 1st of February. He was suspended for 2 games with 5 penalty points and missed games on the 8th and 9th of February. Now, this name's going to ring a bell. Matt Croyle. Yes. Former YKK Widnes Wild netminder, now down at Bracknell Hornets, Matt Croyle received a match penalty for fighting in a South 1 game at Solent Devils. On the 1st of February, he was suspended for 4 games with 5 penalty points. Oh dear. So he's going to miss games on the 8th, 15th, 16th and 29th of February. Matt, naughty boy. I bet his mum's not too pleased. Anyway, there was an incident in the second period of a National League game on the 1st of February between the Basingstoke Bison and Raiders. The Bison's Michael Kleesier received a match penalty for slew footing, while Raiders' Callum Wells was assessed 2+10 for a check to the head and a match penalty for fighting. Both teams requested a review of the penalties, which was carried out using the reports from the video. Kleesier's penalty was downgraded to 5 in game, so there is no more disciplinary proceedings for that. In the case of Callum Wells, the review has determined that the fighting penalty should be amended to 2+2 for engaging a willing combatant. However, the checking to the head penalty has been upgraded to match. The review determined that the player has no intention of playing the puck and recklessly endangered the opponent, taking several strides before jumping off the ice, his skates leaving the ice to deliver the check to the head of his opponent. Oh dear. Under disciplinary rules, a match penalty for checking to the head carries a mandatory 6-game suspension. Callum Wells misses games on the 8th, 9th, 15th, 16th, 22nd and 23rd of February. Ooh, that's bad. Now, in the games between Sutton Stings and the Kingston Sharks, I should say, and Sutton Sting in the under-20s, Rui Tate was given a match for verbal abuse of official. He's suspended for 4 games with 5 penalty points. Kingston Dominic Smith picked up a match penalty for fighting, also suspended for 4 games with 5 penalty points. The players cannot play at any other level until the suspension is served at the under-20s level. Ooh. Some serious stuff coming on here, and the latest, some of you may have seen footage online of an incident that happened in the second period between the Telford Tigers and Milton Keynes Lightning in the National League. This is interesting reading. Telford's Andrew McKinney and Milton Keynes' Grant McPherson received match penalties for fighting. Both coaches, Tom Watkins and Lewis Clifford, were given game misconduct penalties. Telford's McKinney has been suspended for 4 games for fighting, while he has also reached the 10 penalty point threshold, so has an additional 2-game suspension, therefore suspended for 6 games, missing games on the 15th, 16th, 22nd, 23rd, 29th of February, as well as the 1st of March. Tom Watkins has received a 1-game suspension for his game misconduct penalty. In the meantime, Milton Keynes player McPherson is suspended for 4 games for fighting, missing games on the 15th, 16th, 22nd and 23rd of February. Lewis Clifford is suspended for 1 game for his for his penalty, not his match penalty, his game penalty. On the other Sunday, while he has been suspended for an additional 2 games as Milton Keynes has reached the 50-point threshold. Oh, crumbs. This takes a total of 3 games. The club has also been fined for reaching the 40 and 50-point thresholds. And one more. In NIHL 1, Whitley Warriors forward Phil Edgar received a match penalty for checking to the head. The player received a mandatory 6-game suspension for the offence, as well as 5 points. Edgar misses games on the 16th, 22nd, 23rd of February, as well as 1st, 7th and 8th of March. Whitley have also been fined for reaching the 20 penalty point mark. Oof. Well, it definitely goes to show you, don't get on the naughty step. It does, doesn't it? Oh dear. Some very, very naughty ones this week. Well, we're almost at the end of another show. What can I say? It's flown past the last hour. Just a quick reminder that there's still a lot to play for, although in the league, the YKK Widnes Wild might be 5th in the league. If you do a little bit of point rejigging, they could actually be 3rd. They've still got plenty to play for. I mean, the 2 games against Bradford are key because, in a manner of speaking, they're double-point games. So anything can happen. There's still time. Anyone can. The top, I'd say the top 5 are slugging it out now for the playoffs. So keep watching, keep enjoying your hockey. Well, as usual, I'm going to play out with a song. And is it cheesy? Whatever. I'm going to play out with a bit of Iggy Pop and Real Wild Child. In the meantime, all I'm going to say to you is I'll be back on Thursday from 9 with the Box of Delights, and then back next Monday with more Time to Go Wild Radio. In the meantime, all I can say is have a good week, take care of yourselves, enjoy your hockey wherever you catch it over the weekend. Until next week, ta-ra.